All right. Hi, how's it going? My name is Brad Vincent with Realty Associates. Here to talk to you today about investing in real estate. If you found this video, you're either A, on my website, or B, maybe you found an ad on the internet and you got here. So if you did find the video, odds are you're interested in investing in real estate. You may or may not have done some research into the subject and you have your own ideas. So today I just want to talk about a few modes of success in investing in real estate, a couple, I guess alternative ideas, just based on my experience of my investors, and just kind of, the book on investing in real estate in the current market. Generally, over the past, say, 5, 10 years, maybe even 20 years, when you hear investing in real estate, one word comes to mind, and that's flip. Everybody wants to flip real estate. Everybody wants that quick flip, that quick dollar. You see it on TV, home improvement shows, internet, HGTV, a lot of things about the quick flip. The quick flip is kind of dead in today's market. It doesn't really exist anymore. Prices are at historic lows. It's the absolute time to buy. So you're going to get a great deal buying, but at the same time, when you turn around to sell it, you're going to have to sell it for really cheap, and there's going to be about 100 homes that you're competing with in your general area, making it hard to sell, making it hard to make that big profit. So there's two options that I have for my investors to kind of to make that money still, but not be the quick flip. And one of them is rental properties, and the other one is financing. Today I want to talk about rental properties rather than financing. I have an entire other video on financing. You can find it on my website, www.bradvincentrealtor.com. But as far as the rentals are concerned, it's an investment. The word investment means long term. You're looking to make money over the next few years, not 1-2 months like in a flip. It also kind of is an ease of mind. You don't have to have that rush to make the money. You're not making your money on the margins like you would be in a flip. The rental property is a good way for someone to make money over time. It's also a very good way to make money for a first-time investor, someone who doesn't have a lot of capital to put up but wants to get into investing in real estate. So to start the process, you need to find the right home. My investors come from all over the state, they come from all over the country, all over the city of Houston. And the greatest areas of success that we've found are 1, Katy, and 2, the Cypress, Northwest Houston area. I've had a lot of success in Spring, Tomball, inner city Houston, other areas, but really the big money areas have been Katy and Cypress. And with the research and the experience that I have in doing it, I really believe it's because of the school districts and because of the neighborhoods and areas. In Katy, you can find a real nice neighborhood with a low price home, but get a quality home in a nice area near shopping, restaurants, good access to the freeway to get into town. Katy is especially attractive right now because of the expansion on I-10 that has opened up the lanes, making it a little easier to get into town. Cypress is kind of the same thing. You got a lot of nice neighborhoods over there. You got Stonegate, you got Fairfield. Those are both, one's a gated community, both have golf courses. Just big, fancy communities, and they go to really nice schools. Both school districts are highly acclaimed, so it's very attractive to your potential renters. So those are great areas to buy, and also prices are pretty low out there, and they're safe neighborhoods. It's very attractive for everyone. Like I said, I've been doing these rentals in every area, but the real big areas, the places that people want to be, and my dealing with the renters, not so much as the landlords, the renters that call me looking to rent a property, they're looking at Katy and they're looking at Cypress. So those are the two areas. The type of property you pick plays a big role in the type of renter you're going to get and in the price range you're going to be looking to rent the house in. For a first-time rental property, most of my investors look in the $80,000 to, let's say, high $90,000 price range, looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, a single-family home that is going to have, a young family in it, maybe a family who has, young kids, maybe not, maybe a professional couple that doesn't have any kids, But it's attracting, a smaller family. You're not looking at 4 or 5 bedrooms, going to have, a big family in the house. In some ways, it's a benefit because, you have less people in the home with traffic and, less likelihood for damages. But at the same time, you're going to be renting the property out for less. So you kind of have to do your math and see, okay, I'm purchasing this house for price A, and this is what I can rent it out for every month. And the idea is that you're going to rent it out for, say, the next 1, 2, maybe 3 years while the market picks back up. These people are going to put equity in the house for you. And when 3 years comes, you're going to make a huge profit. You're going to make instant equity just because you purchased it for such a low price, and 3 years from now you're going to be able to sell it for more. And then also you're going to make money off the equity that your renters have been paying. Most of my investors are either matching the price that they pay per month with the price they charge for rent each month, after taxes and everything, or they're actually losing about $25 to $50 a month. So you're not making your money off the rent. You're making your money off of that return investment 2, 3 years down the line when you sell it. Because if you buy it now for $90,000, if you just improve it to be an average home with average paint, average carpet, and you buy it for $90,000, in 3 years it's going to be a $110,000 home. So you just made 20 grand 3 years from now. On top of that, in those 3 years, you're going to have paid off, let's say 7, 8, 9, 10,000 in equity. So you just made $30,000 in 3 years. It's pretty good for a property that someone else is living in, someone else is paying you on, and you're not having a hassle with it. But the key to making this money is choosing the right property. That is step one. You got to choose the right property at the right price in the right area in the right school district. Step two is to pick the right tenants. After you purchase the property, after you get it on the market, I'm going to put it on the market for you, or you might do it yourself. The best thing for you to do is to pick the right tenants. Really screen your tenants. I have a standard Texas Real Estate Commission contract that I use that I have them fill out. And when they fill it out to me, it authorizes me to pull their credit, do a job history check, do a criminal background check. It really gives a very good picture. It paints a good picture as to who's going to be living in your house. It's very important to do the screening and to know who's living in your house. That's a big part of the investment process. And getting the right renters, because you want to know that you've got people living in the house that are going to take care of it and that are going to treat the home as if it was theirs and be respectful and be responsible. You can spot the type of person who's going to abuse a house from a mile away if you just take the time to look at them on paper and to talk to them and ask them the right questions. So that's a service I provide. I try to do it for as little charge as possible, considering you just purchased the home with me. Most of my investors are repeat customers of mine, and I like to make it as cheap as possible to get this process done so that we can both make money on the number of sales that you're going to do with me and the number of rentals you're going to do with me. So, it's all part of the process, it's all part of the service I provide, and I really just try to make my investors clients for life. I try to help them make the right investment. Some of you guys that are watching this now may have your own investment plan, and that's great. You may have done some research, you may have an idea what you're doing, maybe you've invested before. Bring that plan to me and let's talk about it. I'll do whatever you want to do. As your realtor, it's my job to facilitate the transaction. If you have some research you've done and you have something you want to do, I'll run with it. It's all about coming up with the right plan. If you've got it, then good. A lot of my clients that are investors that I work with are first-time investors, so that's kind of who this video is for. But there's a whole process to it. It's all about making the right moves, and it'll pay off in the end. If you want further information about this, you can contact me by going to my website. It's www.bradvincentrealtor.com. It should be flashing on the screen right now. You can find my email on there. You can find my phone number on there. Anything that I discussed in this video that you want a little further information on, or any questions you may have, just give me a holler. Let's talk about making some investments. Now is absolutely the time to buy, and it's also the time to rent. Rent is higher than ever right now because people can't get approved. The credit's so tight that no one can get a house, so you can charge more. You want to get that house bought. There's a lot of competition out there. Let's get moving. I hope this video has inspired you, and I hope it's given you some information that you can use. I appreciate it.